All right, guys, welcome back. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today, we are going to be talking about another air rifle. But these that we're going to be discussing are slightly different than some of the ones that you've probably seen on our channel before. These are semi-automatic, which is kind of fun. All right, we've got the Barrage, and we're also going to be having a look at the Bullmaster. Now, this year, they released the 17s and the 22s, but these are in 25 caliber, and these will be coming out for like first quarter of 2018. So these are literally brand new air rifles that nobody's really seen that much of until now. So we're going to be talking about them. Both these guns are topped off with their Optima house optics. This one's a 3 to 12 by 50 with an adjustable objective. Very inexpensive optic. So we're just running the guns kind of in a configuration that basically you could get them in terms of like ordering right off of their website or whatever. But pretty cool. We are going to be having a look at it, and I'm in a coat right here, so you know that down here in Georgia, it's at least 50, 55 degrees, you know, because we're a bunch of pansies. We can't handle the cold. We are going to be out here taking some shots with it. We've done some preliminary accuracy testing with both the Bullmaster and the Barrage, and it seems like at 50 yards, average group size is around 2 inches, which is not terrible. We were testing 19 grain pellets and a few heavier ones, but for the most part, getting some pretty good velocities, very consistent velocities, which is excellent. Accuracy is something that probably would improve with some weight sorting on the pellets. The triggers on both of these guns, they weigh in at around just under 9 pounds, so it's definitely a heavy trigger for a rifle, especially a semi-auto. But in terms of overall performance, they seem to work just fine. It does use a rotary style self-indexing type of magazine. This one is a 10-shot magazine. Your 22s get 12 shots in them, and your 17s get 14 shots in them. So you do lose a little bit of capacity going up to the 25 caliber. We're going to run these H&N Sport Field Target Trophy pellets. They're 19 grains. And I tell you what, we've already done a good bit of 50-yard work, and I think we have an idea of what kind of accuracy the gun is capable of. And remember, we're just grabbing pellets out of the tin and just kind of going for it. Hastan was nice enough to bring these particular guns down for us to have a look at. So we haven't really had a ton of time to do a ton of formal accuracy testing. The groups that we got were very preliminary and kind of getting around this 9-pound trigger. But overall, I think it does show accuracy potential, especially with some weight sorting. Let's have some fun and shoot a few things, and we'll talk a little bit more. All right, we got some strawberries downrange to load the gun. Basically, place the magazine, index it in there like that. Bolt closes, and the gun's ready to fire. One thing that we've noticed is that these guns do tend to be maybe just a little bit cold-natured. So, you know, if you're going to go out on a morning when it's kind of chilly, you might want to have this thing inside before you go out. You know, don't leave it out in a cold area. I did store this out in my garage, and it was really cold last night. So coming out this morning, the gun was cold, and sometimes can give a few little issues with reliability, so that's something you might want to check out. All right, let's give it a try. All right, strawberries. This will be fun. Dial that down. All right. All right, we had to shoot a couple pieces of our 50 cal brass on the table there. That was kind of fun. All right, so last round, bolt kind of somewhat locks to the rear because it's basically stopping on the follower of the magazine. Rotate the bolt handle up, remove the magazine, take out the other magazine out of the stock. And guys, we're just trying to have a little fun with this thing. What I'm going to do is we're going to reset things down range, and we're just going to sort of film this composition style and go through and just have some fun and shoot all kind of stuff and show you what this thing can do. Guys, in terms of hunting applications, what this type of rifle, both the Barrage and the Bullmaster, and just so you know, the actions on these guns are basically about the same, other than the linkage being slightly different on the trigger for the Bullmaster, but the actions themselves are basically the same on both the guns. It's just one has kind of a traditional rifle stock that you see here with an adjustable comb height and adjustable length of pull, and the Bullmaster is in a bullpup configuration, which gives you a little bit shorter overall length. Both the guns are in 25. That was a 19 grain pellet smacking those strawberries there at a very, very short distance. But what this type of gun would be used for in a hunting situation would be small rodents, squirrels, crows, other types of birds, doves, if you will, rats, whatever, small creatures, small rodents and things like that, squirrel hunting and stuff along those lines. So yeah, let's reset the range and have a little bit more fun. I always love playing with these types of things, and it is kind of fun to see a semi-auto like this. We haven't done a ton of work with semi-auto air rifles on the channel before, so we thought this would be something fun to pull out of the bag of tricks and check out. So let's reset the range and move on. All right, guys, we're going to keep shooting. This time we've got some small tomatoes. They tend to come apart pretty nicely. We're going to use the same pellet out of the same gun. We will be shooting the Bullmaster here in a bit. I find the Barrage to be maybe just a little bit more comfortable for me, and I feel like the trigger pull is maybe just a slight bit better than the Bullpup because of the linkage that a Bullpup uses. You're going to get about 70 shots of fill on this particular gun. It's a 200 bar tank, so about 3,600 PSI, 200 bar. So you get quite a few mags. I mean, for hunting purposes or going out and shooting squirrels or something, you won't be able to carry enough ammo to make this thing not get a full charge in terms of your shots and everything. So we're going to go ahead and take out these watermelons. They're miniature little watermelons. They're little tomatoes. All right, let's have a little fun here. And hitting those 50 cal brass was kind of fun too. We might do that again. And of course, we got a little slow-mo photography down there just for fun. All right, here we go. Ready? All right, how about a 50? Uh-oh. Yep. Did not cycle. I think that magazine might have rocked a little bit out of the way. Let's try that again. There's a tomato down there just poking his head up. Let's see if I can hit it. There we go. Uh-huh. All right. We're going to reset, try again. That's pretty fun. How about we go with something maybe a slightly different consistency? Let's do that. All right, guys, moving along here. We're going to have some more fun with some sidewalk chalk down there. I do want to mention that we did some sound metering with this particular gun, and we're getting 124 at the muzzle and 125 at the ear. That's not really something we've seen a lot of people doing in terms of review work, or at least just checking these things out. So we did sound meter it, and it's definitely hearing safe. Okay. Another thing we do want to mention is the way that this shroud goes over the barrel, and the way that the internal compensator on this gun is made. It's not intended to be a moderated gun by any stretch of the imagination, but it does provide some slight decrease in the sound of the gun. So that is one thing to note. So we got some sidewalk chalk. We're going to have a little bit of fun. And guys, one thing I want to mention too is earlier I decided to pull this thing apart and just have a look and at the internal components, and seems to be well machined and well made. But another thing, it had a lot of heavy grease from the factory, and I decided to remove a little bit of that grease. I think that's what we were having a problem with the cold weather. These things haven't really been shot in cold weather yet, and I think just that heavy grease buildup was making the gun not want to act quite right. We were getting some sluggish performance earlier, but hopefully we've alleviated that issue. Guys, remember, this is kind of an early prototype-ish gun from Hastan, so want to give them the benefit of the doubt there that it's just the nature of it is, being what it is. All right, sidewalk chalk. And I hope you guys enjoy these air gun reviews, guys. We try to just have a little fun. It's not really a review. It's more of just a, hey, we're out here just having fun with this thing. But we've gotten quite a few calls from folks to, have more air gun stuff. So we try to accommodate a full spectrum of different gun folks in terms of what we do. So hopefully you guys are having fun here. And we know you guys like your data, so we want to make sure you have the data that you want. Okay, here we go. I missed like 2 or 3 of those times like a dummy, but not bad. Yeah, I think getting that grease off there was the ticket. All right, we're gonna have a little fun. Let me reset and we'll give that a try again. Let's have some fun with that. All right, guys, well, you know, the gun's not running too terrible at 50 yards there. We're going to finish off with a little art project. All right, we got a little facsimile canvas there and some jars of paint, and we've got a whole bunch of rounds here. We're just gonna try to dump out of the thing and make a nice, real pretty picture. And who knows, maybe we'll auction this photo or this portrait off for charity or something like that. So stay tuned for those details. I think that's probably what we'll end up doing here. All righty, let's have a little fun here. With the barrage, safety's off. All right, we're gonna have a little fun with some paint here. We are getting rained on, but we're just gonna deal with it. Let's see, get that adjustable objective out a little bit. All right, that looks good. Here we go. All out. All right. Moving on. It's so much fun. All right, here we go. All right, keep going here. We got a little bit of extra ammo. I'm sorry, guys, but your canvas is gonna, whoever gets this is gonna have some holes in it, but that's just gonna be all right. All right, not bad. I think we might be running a little low on air, but let's try one more mag. All right, making a big mess down there. Yep, out of air, guys. All right. Yep, that's what happened there. Guys, thanks for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. We always try to have fun with these airgun videos, and we try to give you guys pertinent, you know, data points that we feel are relevant to what you guys do. I know that air gunners are kind of a different crowd than the rest of the people that are out there. I realize that. I know us guys in the gun world probably look at things slightly different than air gunners. We've actually gotten some negative feedback. Some people have said, oh, well, you know, we don't care about air gun reviews or anything like that, or air gun videos. We only want to see gun videos. We don't want to disenfranchise anybody. We feel it's important to show off air guns from time to time. It is something I have an interest in. I think it's cool. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And thanks to Hastan for bringing these guns down for us to check out. These are very new guns, so they're not even out yet. So we did run into some kind of bridge building and sort of, I guess, some learning curve to kind of getting these things figured out. They are very new. So we learned a few things that hopefully they can take back and also improve on the guns a little bit on their own as well. So guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Many more on the way.